Hi everyone, I am Shweta here, and today we have Soumya. She is multi-talented. Soumya P. She is from the city of Bangalore, and she is a software engineer, a volunteer teacher. She's also a painter. She paints, and she's a Kathak dancer and whatnot. Okay. So why is she here? Because she published her book, and she wrote and got published. Applied the most trusted author model. She is part of my community. She joined last year. And her book, let me share my screen with all of you, and you would love her book. Okay. Here it is. Can you see it? The Homemaker, A Silent Journey of Screaming Insecurities. This is a book. So the link is here. Go grab a copy. And what are we going to do? Today we are going to interview Soumya. So congratulations and welcome, Soumya, to the session. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Shweta.
Thank you for agreeing to do this. So once again, I feel really proud. Did you self-publish, by the way?
Yes, it's a self-published book.
Amazing. So I'm really happy that you didn't spend even a penny for publishing this book. That's why, I do these 30-day challenge and most trusted author model. That's the sole reason I'm doing it. So congratulations once again. Let's hear from you. What do you do, Soumya?
Yeah, as I said, I'm a software engineer, and yes, I'm also a volunteer teacher at eVidyaloka, so where I teach to kids of fifth, sixth, and seventh grade. And yes, I do painting, acrylic painting mainly, and also I'm a Kathak dancer, beginner level. Apart from this, writing is one of my passions. So this publishing of book has been a dream for me from like 6 years for now. So after 6 years, now I have published my debut novel. That's The Homemaker. And really, I must thank you a lot for the 30-day author challenge that I was into. Because without that, this book would have not been possible like to be published today. So thanks a lot for that thing. And yeah, it's really helping a lot of authors like me who want to publish, but still they have their book just in the draft.
Amazing. So why this book? The Homemaker. Where did you get this book idea?
Yeah, this book idea I got it like from my mother. So she's a homemaker, and yeah, I have seen her from like from my birth. I know her, and it's like we see her and we also talk to her, but most of the times we ignore things. So I just wanted to put a light on those things with a fiction story because I was told that I was not a good storyteller. So I wanted to prove that I am a storyteller.
You
That's one of the
are, and
points.
this book proves that you are a great storyteller. Yeah.
That's one of the points why I chose to write a fiction story. Before this, I had a non-fiction idea in like to be published, but I kept that aside and I took this one, and here it is. Yeah.
So people out there, if you think that Geeta is the protagonist name from the book. If Soumya is a great storyteller, go read her book, then put a review. How did you like her book? Okay. So that will really help Soumya to know your feedback about her book. It's like a 140-page book, and it's about Geeta, a homemaker, happy in her own world. She feels secure staying inside four walls rather than facing the chaotic world. Unwillingly, she goes on a tour with her daughter to Sweden. And yes, I remember now your outline, Soumya, and it's a great plot, I would say. They experience many grand and awe-inspiring sights of the city, and on their journey, they happen to visit a place, mystery with a history, where they get trapped inside a door which unfolds a hidden story within them. It's an amazing plot. I've read Soumya's outline, so I would definitely urge you to go ahead, grab a copy, and it's not going to be boring at all. It's a great journey of a daughter and mother together. Am I right, Soumya?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Okay.
correct.
So tell us more about your journey as an author. How did you start? How many days you took to write this book?
Yeah. This book thought as I said, it was not something which was like years back. It just struck my mind maybe a few months back only, 2 or 3 months back. But when I got this idea, I was not sure like if I can really publish this book. How can I do it? Because I don't know any publishers. If I go to them, maybe they would take months together or no idea. So that's when I came across your 30-day author challenge, and I also gave a query back like, can I publish a paperback as well, or only a ebook? Yeah, you told yes, you can do both yourself. So that was something like, yes, I should take this course and see what it is. So when I started your 30-day author challenge course, that's when like I am a person who doesn't plan things actually, but you actually gave us a plan, like a rough plan, like we can follow or we don't have to follow. That's not a hard and fast rule, but still having a plan just in front of you and you're not following it, it also triggers you like, yes, I should do at least a day or two, maybe a week delayed, but I have to do and I have to be on track, is what you feel. So when I started this 30-day author challenge, yes, it went well. Like with the outline review, everything, it went well. And later, like every day, having a count of writing and all, it didn't actually go well at some point because of health issues or some other pressure, work pressure, everything. It goes down, up. So there was a lot of ups and downs in the writing journey, I must say. Still, at some point, I told like, okay, I have to get this published, and this is the time. If I don't do it now, maybe it takes a year or years together. So I have to do, and I sat down and I completed a whole draft. Like actually, I completed the entire draft in just 2 or 3 days. Even though I had to keep track of words, but I did it in only 2 or 3 days because I had to do it only in that time. And after completing draft, what next? Yes, publishing. How to go ahead. Your videos are really very helpful. I would say anybody who is like a budding author or has not published any books or have published books also, your courses are really very helpful to them because you give a detailed view of how it has to be and what is the market expecting, everything. So that's what actually author needs to know. Like everybody doesn't help you with all those things. So all those things really helped me to self-publish my first book with like very easily. Yeah.
Amazing. So people, you always think that it's going to take time and you don't have time, but Soumya is also a software engineer, full-time working, and still she was able to do it. So how did you manage your time, Soumya, for this book?
Yes, I'm a software engineer, so my job timings is 12 to 9, but being a software engineer, it is not just 12 to 9.
Yeah.
It goes beyond. It's
Yes.
always plus or minus. Uh, you don't get times on weekdays. All you get time maybe sometimes only in the night, like when all are slept. That's the peace time you get, or in the early morning. And waking up early morning is not so easy for a software engineer with all the stress. So apart from this, it's the weekends that the only time we get.
Okay.
But as I'm a volunteer and also I do other things, weekend is also like something I don't get much time.
Mhm.
So in that I made it a point that at least hour a day I should keep aside for my book,
Okay.
because this is my book. Nobody else is going to put effort if I don't do it.
True. Very true.
So I put aside 1 hour per day, and I manage time in that way.
Okay. That's cool. So people out there, you can get inspired from Soumya that that line got struck, that if you are not going to do, who is going to do it? It's your book. So obviously you'll have to do it. And it's not for like, you have to do this for a very long time. In as less as 2 to 3 days, she was able to finish it. And of course, like within a month's time, she was able to get published by applying all the steps. So it's just like a temporary thing where you have to prioritize your book and get your book done. Okay. And then how did you feel when the book was published, Soumya?
Yeah, the feel was really great and amazing to see like your name as an author. Yeah, and like your name is on a book and it's being like in hands of many readers today. Like yeah, it's really great. And within just 2 weeks, it also made to the top one bestseller, and it was great for me, actually.
So
And
how did your family feel or friends feel? What was their response?
So there was a mix of feelings, I should tell. Few were like really great and amazed to see like, yes, my friend is an author. I'm so proud to be your friend today. Or my family also is very proud that I have published my own book today. And a few others were like shocked. Okay, so you're a writer. Are you a writer?
I mean,
Like,
no,
yes.
we never knew that there was an author in you, right?
Yeah, so I was like, yes, I am a writer because they were confused. Was it my book or somebody else's book that I've just posted? So I told, yes, it's my own book and I am the author. So it is really a great feel to have that. Yeah.
Amazing. So, any piece of advice for first time authors from your journey, what you have learned, anything that you want to share with them?
Yeah, for all the first time authors, I would say if you don't do it today, you will never do it. So today is the time to act and do whatever you want to. Because the more you delay, the more it's not never going to get executed. You just plan and nothing gets executed. So whatever you have to do, just do it today. Yeah.
Well said. You know, one of the things I follow that aaj nahi to kabhi nahi. The thing is that our parents also had been telling them, kaal karo so aaj karo so ab, whatever. There are a lot of sayings in Hindi and other languages that now is the time, today is the day. And if you procrastinate, it's never going to happen. Totally, well said, Soumya. So tell us a beautiful thing or most amazing thing about your book. The book, some chapters, some lines that you love, absolutely love, and you've read it multiple times and you still feel, oh, wow, I have written this. Anything from your book that you want to share?
Yes, I have actually put in certain quotes like poetry lines in middle of my book. So there is one of those quotes that says, "Silence that killed you, violence that withheld you. This is it's a journey within you that you're going to try." So something like that. So that one quote always strikes to me because everybody has a silent journey. It's not just the homemaker or it's not a software engineer or somebody working. Everybody has a silent journey within them, and they are struggling inside only. They're not able to speak out. They're not able to express. There are a lot of feelings. So in that silent journey itself, everybody learns a lot and improve. So I would like everybody should improve and not go into some other feeling of depression or negative thoughts or something. Yeah, life has its own ups and downs, so it's okay. So
So
that thing
beautiful.
strikes. Yeah.
Very beautiful, silent journey, and everyone goes through that silent journey inside. So don't suffer alone. So read her book and you would know what silent journey the protagonist goes through. Is that right, Soumya?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so okay, one more question, one last question. Okay, let me just quickly grab it. Okay, I think I am done with all my questions. So thank you so much, Soumya, and my best wishes to you. May you sell thousands of copies of your book and may you reach a lot of people. And I'm sure that you are writing more books. So all the best
Sure.
for your author journey. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all the mentorship and everything. Yeah. Thanks a lot.